So we'll let that list of folks start to ramp up just a little bit. And while we're waiting for that to happen, just know that there are an awful lot of emergency management personnel, a lot of police, fire, rescue, a lot of just volunteers who are out there who are trying to help folks kind of make sense of what's going on. Now, with that said, please understand that this is not going to be an easy cleanup, okay? This is not going to be an easy cleanup. The water is going to take some time to fully recede. In the process, there will be things like down power lines, but we haven't had any yet. Just hang on. I know that Everett's was without due to some power line issues. There will be down trees. We've had plenty of those. There will be mudslides. We've had some of those. There will be fallen rocks. We have some of those. Schools will be dismissed. Plenty of those. Roads are shut down. Plenty of those as well. What we're trying to do is we're trying to put it kind of together in a cohesive line of thinking so that people can make sense of this. Now, if you're on Facebook watching this, just let me catch up if you have questions, okay? We're going to cover as much of the tri-state area right now as far as things like anything we've mentioned just prior. And if you have questions, give me a chance to get caught up, because I may answer them in the amount of time that you ask them. So we're going to wait for just a couple of more minutes or seconds as people get online here. And we want to say thank you to everyone. There's been so many people contributing to our coverage of this. I can't begin to tell you the hundreds and hundreds and then turning into thousands. One of our posts has been seen something like 85,000 times. That is because of the people who follow what we're doing and they're looking for information. So if you want to do that, even when I get off the air, I still update our Facebook page. Okay? I still update our Facebook page. So you go to either Brian O'Brien or you go to the big one, 106.3 FM. If you'll do that, the updates that you may not be getting directly here on the radio, you will get there, okay? You will get them there. Right now, there's been a couple of more school closings, and we're working on that. Where to start? Let's talk about the weather. The weather has tapered off significantly. The weather has tapered off significantly. We'll have another update from our friends at WYMT here in just a little bit. But several of the initial flood warnings have expired. We spoke to, just a little while ago, Mayor Scott Maiden, Judge Executive Albie Brock, along with Bell County Emergency Management Director Ben Barnett. And the water is beginning to recede ever so slightly. It's not rising anymore. Let's just put it that way. The danger, as far as that is concerned, is not happening. Also, in times like this, there are some not so nice folks who have nothing better to do with their time than start rumors and accusations and all these things. If you didn't hear it before, I want to put it to rest now. The floodgates are not closing in Pineville. They're also not closing in Barberville. They did close in Harlan. No one is being evacuated from Walls End. Once again, no one is being evacuated from Walls End, contrary to calls that have been made to people over there. All right. Let me go ahead and give you some school closings that have just come in. Let me just make sure there's been no others other than what just came in the last few minutes. I'm waiting on one in particular, and I don't see that it's happened yet. Okay. All right, as far as our school closings that we have currently, as of 4/25, and thanks to D&D Tires for taking care of these closings, we have Barberville Independent closed tomorrow. It's an NTI day. We have Harlan County Christian Schools closed tomorrow. We have Knox County, Kentucky Schools closed tomorrow. Pineville Independent Schools are closed tomorrow. In Tennessee, we've got Claiborne County Schools, Granger County Schools, and Tri-State Christian Academy closed. Now, Granger County is also closed on Tuesday. In Virginia, Lee County Schools are closed. Earlier today, I took a ton of what's what I'm looking for, footage with the new drone, and we'll have that up. I got to cut some of that together there for you, and we'll have that here in just a little bit. You can see some of the damage that's some of the flooding that's been taking place. We're going to go as we always do. We're going to go with our hang on with all the questions. Hang on 1 second. Bell County is not on our list for closings yet. Just give me just a second. Let me go with road issues in Bell County. Okay. 66 is still up over the road. Okay, the water's still up over the road. 66. Dorton Branch still has plenty of water over the road. 221 has plenty of water over the road. We have got 188 with water over the road. This is in Bell County right now, okay? Stony Fork's got a little water over the road in certain sections. What about Highway 119? As of right now, I drove down Highway 119 to get here earlier, and the water had pretty much evened out. But side roads off of Highway 119 are not good. Old Bell High Road, forget it. You cannot get down Old Bell High Road other than just with a boat. I kid you not. Or a pontoon, okay? I am getting word right now that Harlan County Schools have just called off for tomorrow. It's an NTI day. Harlan County Schools have just called off for tomorrow, and it is an NTI day. Let me get that added to the list before we go on to the next item here, okay? Again, if you have questions, just hang on. I promise you, I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. If you want to call the radio station with some information that may help someone, please feel free to do so. Please do not call this radio station about floodgates, because we've already addressed that. They're not closing in Pineville, they're not closing in Barberville, and they did, past tense, close in Harlan. Can you tell our patience a little thin with that? Also, please don't call your local dispatches about non-emergency items. If you want to do that, call 337-6174. That is dispatch, but don't use 911 for non-emergency issues. I realize everybody tends to think that their issue is an emergency, but think about it before you call in. Is there loss of property? Is there loss of life? Is someone in imminent danger? Those are three questions you should ask yourself. Is a crime being committed against you? Okay? 4 questions. Ask those things. If they don't fall under that, call the non-emergency number at 337-6174 for Bell County. I don't have the non-emergency number for some of our other folks just as of yet. I'm in the process of working on that. If there's anyone that needs help due to flooding in and around Middlesboro, our buddy Henry Root says call him. It's 269-5386. 269-5386. It's bad at Dorton Branch. Thank you to our county clerk, Debbie Turner Gamble, for that information. Jensen is currently flooded. Well, it was flooded a long time ago. We got pictures early yesterday, okay? Now, there is a tree currently over somebody sent me a picture. I wasn't able to get back in touch with them, but they sent me a picture of what they thought was Stony Fork Road. Dispatch can't find an actual Stony Fork Road. It's at the Harlan County line. I don't know what that is, but there is definitely a tree that is approximately 4 to 5 feet going straight across the road, hanging on the side. You can't get past it with your vehicle unless you want a new paint job. Okay? I do not have information on Middlesboro schools or Bell County schools or Whitley County schools. We're working on that as soon as we possibly can. A lot of questions coming in right now. Let's see. Pikeville has closed their floodgates. Thank you, Melinda. I appreciate that. That could very well be the confusion. There was a picture going around, and I said this when I went live with the judge, the mayor, and the emergency management director. There was a picture going around, and it happened to be different views of floodgates, but it was all the same floodgates in Harlan. So with that said, be careful what you look for. People were just throwing out things and they had no clue what they were talking about. That's what's so dangerous. That's what's so dangerous about a natural disaster like this. 106.3 FM, can I help you?
Yeah, I sent you that picture about that tree laying across the road.
Yeah, where is this Stony Fork Road, brother?
It's not actually Stony Fork Road. It's on Highway 221 after going into Harlan County.
Oh, that's what I need.
It's about a half a mile before you get to the Harlan County line.
That's what I need. We couldn't find anything through dispatch. Highway 221, half a mile into the Harlan County line or from? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Is it half a mile from the Harlan County line or to the Harlan County line?
To the Harlan County line.
Okay.
You pass Big Run and it's up in there.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dozier. I appreciate it. See you.
You're welcome.
I hope that clears it up, and I'll get that too. I believe dispatch is probably watching right now, and if that's the case, hopefully Charles can find that. Back to the K&K Metal phone lines. Good morning. This is Brian on 106.3, or this afternoon, excuse me. Can I help you?
Yeah, Brian. I didn't hear anybody say about anything about page cutoff. 1534 is underwater both ways.
It is, yeah. There are so many roads that are cut off. I'm having a hard time keeping up. 1534 is bad. Hans's Creek is bad. 516. Oh gosh. Now I do know that Sugar Run tends to be in a good position right now. 188 at Calmer's even having problems. So yes, yeah. Page cutoff is terrible. You can't get through there. I took some drone footage. We're going to load up here in just a little bit, and I was on the bridge to Page cutoff. And I was flying the drone, and all of a sudden the whole bridge shook. Now wait, before somebody jumps to conclusions, what somebody didn't see, but the drone caught it, was this huge log, and it slammed into the side of the bridge. There were 5 guys on the bridge, and they just ran as fast as they could off of that bridge, thinking that something was going to happen to it. But there is a lot of debris around these bridges, and a lot of trash too. So just be careful out there, okay?
All right, I'll let you know.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that's the kind of information that we just keep me reminded. Keep me reminded. I don't have a problem being reminded about stuff. Let's see, what else have I got here? Give me just a second. I'm going to post up some more information here. And again, you can go if you want to see. Let's say this is your first time tuning into the radio station this weekend, or the first time you're seeing it live on Facebook. Go to either my page, Brian O'Brien, or the station page, the big one, 106.3 FM. And what you can see is the devastation from the waters that has been. I don't even know where to begin. It's terrible. The devastation from all of this water is terrible. I'd like to point out. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Calvary Baptist Church on 92 looks to me like, well, they have got the majority of the church built up on cinder block, but they could still be suffering some water damage. We've got folks who are out there that probably going to need some help. So this is going to be a great time to put your money where your mouth is on a lot of these things where people are saying that they're wanting to help one another. Over in the Tipperell area, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Tipperell, there were a couple of homes that were surrounded by water and had some elderly folks in them. We have had a couple of water rescues as well. They're up on my page. We'll get to that here in just a second. Earlier today, there was a woman whose body was found on Kentucky 11. Okay? A woman whose body was found on Kentucky 11. And she had passed. The cause of her death is still under investigation. They're sending the body for autopsy. I'll get you some more information on that here in just a second. That happened in Knox County, Kentucky, and the Knox County Sheriff Department, along with the Kentucky State Police, are working that case. Let's see if I can find that right here. I can, thanks to Trooper Shane Jacobs. Her name was Stacy Hobbs. She was 33 years old of Barberville. The body's going to be sent to Frankfurt to the state medical examiner's office for autopsy to find out the cause of death. And the coroner does not feel that the death is a result of flooding. Foul play cannot be determined at this time, though. Now, they were notified, that's post 10, that a female was found deceased behind Swan Pond Baptist Church off of Kentucky South 11 in the Swan Pond community of Knox County. She was laying next to the river. The female was lying in a drainage ditch that discharges into the Cumberland River. That's the amount of information that we currently have on that investigation. All right. Now, let me tell you about a rescue. If you didn't hear about this already, there was a gentleman. Looks like a gentleman was rescued on 92. Okay, rescued on 92, and it happened. Was it early this morning? Yeah, really early this morning. And we had everyone, it was a multi-agency operation, KSP, Bell County Sheriff, Bell County Rescue Squad, Bell County Volunteer Fire Department, the EMS. Just, if I've forgotten anybody, please don't kill me on that one. But the gentleman just got stuck in some really high-rising water, and he had to stand on his roof for some time before he was rescued, and they came with a floatable pontoon. I don't think there is anything like that, Brian, but it looked like a pontoon came out to rescue him. Now, there was also a rescue today. A couple of local folks that I would like to call heroes, and their names are on my Facebook page. A lot of information coming in, so if it takes a second for me to get to it, it's because there's so much coming in right now. But earlier today, let me see if I can find this real quick here, and there's plenty of pictures to see. Without being sarcastic about it, there's plenty of pictures to see what's going on in our tri-state area. Randy Gibson and his son are true heroes, according to Jackie Sturgill, for saving a man and his wife from the floodwaters. Jackie Sturgill was first on scene in his grandfather's John boat, but could not do much. Randy and his son used quick thinking to bust out the side window and help an elderly gentleman out. And he was only seconds away from drowning, another reason not to drive through floodwaters. If you look on my page, it's going to be the fourth or fifth post down, and you will see this vehicle is just about completely covered, and this is a large truck, so you can tell how deep the waters were. Still trying to find out exactly the exact location of where that rescue. I want to say it was also on 92 as well. I want to say that our buddy at the Sheriff's Department, Robin Venable, had told us that he's a deputy with the Sheriff's Department. Okay, what else do we have here? Kentucky 74. Kentucky 74, 2 weeks down. If you normally accessed Kentucky 74, which is technically Cumberland Avenue, and then it goes all the way down and turns into Cumberland into 74, you're not going to be able to get to Frakes that way for the next 2 weeks because there has been a serious mud and landslide. What happened is that road kind of snakes around. The lower road was affected by what happened on the upper part of the road. Part of the road is actually gone now. One lane is gone. It's not completely, but it's pretty much gone. They're going to have a lot of shoring up to do. It's down on the lower part of the road. Trees, mud, I don't know, probably 30 tons worth of dirt is down on the roadway with trees and roots and everything else. So Kentucky 74, not accessible. If you need to get to Frakes, you got to do it through 190. Okay, I've got all Lee County schools will be closed tomorrow, code 4. I want to make sure I stress that. What else do we have here? We have Knox County. Knox County 223, it was having a lot of issues within at least the last 8 hours. Kentucky 11 having issues, but 1304, I'm told, is clearing now. 1304 is clearing. 92 from Bell to Whitley, having a lot of issues there. At 245 today on Carter Branch, it was completely covered. Can't get through there. Speaking of completely covered, Washington Winds Golf Course. There is a picture somewhere on my page. I'll be honest. There's a picture somewhere on my page that shows one of the tiny little flags from one of the golf course greens sticking out. It's really tiny, but they're having a time, hopefully, getting that back up. Do I think any more schools will be called off? A question is being asked. Yes, I do. I do think there will be more schools called off. So please be patient. Be patient with those who are trying to get you information. Okay. Let's see. My buddy JG all the way from Tennessee. We've got something coming here. Hang on just a second here. Oh, there's just so much information. All right. We got somebody on Jacksboro Pike. There's a woman stuck in her BMW in water still coming in. Not sure if she can get out of her vehicle. Another reason not to cross water-swollen roadways. Old Pineville Pike. There were three times that folks had to be called out because of a couple of sections of Old Pineville Pike in Bell County. Just don't go that way. Now, Middlesboro. Middlesboro's 15th Street was closed at one time, and there were pylons there. And the pylons are not just for decoration. They're there to tell you not to go around. And people were still going around because, of course, they can do what they want, I guess, right? That's how people get stuck. No, they don't get stuck. They just don't pay attention, and they drift off the roadway, which, as I've told you in the past, 1/2 inch of water to 3/4 of an inch of water can raise a vehicle enough to get it off the roadway. So be careful there. Cumberland Avenue and 17th for a long while was blocked. Seems to be clear now. I'm not hearing of any damage to any businesses in Middlesboro yet. Not yet, okay? No, Pineville is not closing their floodgates if people are just coming in. 17th and Cumberland is not closed anymore. Pickpack in Pineville closing at 7 p.m. tonight. Let's see. I'm not going to answer any questions about school for Bell County. You know why? Because we don't have an answer for you. Bell County's not made a decision on their on school for tomorrow yet. Okay, they've just not made a decision. I'm looking at Highway 119, Bird Branch, the lower part of Bird Branch, underwater. Behind Save-A-Lot in Pineville, also very messy. Page Bridge, it is, let me see if it's gotten any better. It's actually gone down just a little bit. The water at Page Bridge has gone down. I was there approximately, an hour or so ago, and it was right up to the barrier, along with the other 6 or 7 tons of debris and trash. It looks like it's gone down just a little bit. Veterans Park in Bell County, just outside of Pineville. Forget it. Not a good day for a picnic. Now, let's talk about the weather again for just a minute. Let me look at the radar and tell you what it is I'm seeing. Because as far as this radar is concerned, we have got a little bit more rain coming in. Okay? A little bit more rain coming in. Is it enough to do any damage? I'm not being told it is. But it's still going to make people feel a bit uneasy. All right, it's currently 64 degrees in the tri-state. We are looking for a high of only 46 tomorrow. High of only 46 tomorrow. As far as our radar, let me take a quick peek here and see. I don't see anything intense on the initial radar. Are you going to give me the radar, computer? It's working on it. All right. Some of the flood advisories and flood warnings have been allowed to expire. I don't know that it can get any worse than it is. Flood warning continues for Cumberland River at Williamsburg. At 11 o'clock today, the stage was 24 feet. Flood stage is 21 feet. Minor flooding is occurring with moderate flooding forecast. The river will continue rising to near 30 feet by early Monday afternoon and fall below flood stage Wednesday before midnight. At 31 feet, again, Cumberland River at Williamsburg, flooding threatens many homes and businesses. Roads flood, and major flooding threatens downtown areas. Okay, just a second. We're getting more information coming through right now. And I'm very grateful to everyone who's kind of been keeping up with what we do here. If you want to continue to be a part of our program, please feel free to to find us on Facebook when we go off with our broadcast here. Okay, we got some conflicting information coming from our friends at the Jackson Weather Service. Okay. Still seeing some flood advisories. All right. And believe it or not, behind some of this wet, for folks to our northwest, could be a narrow band of wintry precipitation coming into the area. This is February 11th, 2018. This wintry mix could produce ice accumulations of glaze to a few hundredths of an inch of sleet and snow. Snow accumulations ranging from dusting to a half an inch. Gosh, okay. So we're seeing everything right now. And that is more for London, Somerset, Rockcastle County. Let me get some other radar up here for you so I can tell you exactly where this band is. It's a thin band now, a thin band of rain that is currently in our forecast. So what I'm seeing on the radar is that we may get just a little more rain. Is it going to add to some of our woes as far as more rain coming into our forecast from there? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. The radar coming out of Jackson just shows that this is in Knox and Laurel. It'll be working its way into Bell County here very shortly. So just be ready for that. It's kind of coming in right now. Nothing too terribly serious, though. Okay? Pineville's going to get maybe 15 minutes worth of a light rain. All right, 4:48 in the afternoon. I'm Brian on 106.3 FM. Give me just a second to take a quick break, and we'll be back in moments here on 106.3 FM.
Get a lifetime warranty with your next vehicle only at Tim Short, Middlesboro. You heard me right, folks. Lifetime warranty with a purchase of a new or used pre-owned qualified vehicle from Tim Short Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram of Middlesboro. Over 245 pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs to choose from. You can check out our awesome inventory online at timshortmiddlesboro.com or stop into Tim Short, US 25E Middlesboro, and ask one of our sales professionals for more details on how to save thousands and get a lifetime warranty at Tim Short Dodge.
Did you miss registration? Hey, don't worry. Southeast offers classes to fit any schedule. 12-week, 8-week, online, and evening. What are you waiting for? Find out how you can start a career in healthcare, construction, mechanics, education, business, IT, criminal justice, and so much more. Stop by one of the 5 campuses or log on to southeast.kctcs.edu. Southeast Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here. The following is a paid advertisement.
Jesse Moberg here, attorney with Howard Law Firm. If you've been injured in an auto accident and the medical bills are piling up, it's time to hire an attorney to fight for you. At Howard Law Firm, we deal with the insurance companies so you don't have to. Get the settlement you deserve. Call us today at 337-3625 or visit us on the web at howardlawplc.com. Howard Law Firm, delivering more than expected. Practical wisdom, trusted advice. Howard Law Firm.
That was a paid advertisement.
You vape? You need the juice. The juice from Jam and Vape in Harrogate. Premium juices with the best price in town. Plenty of inventory. Mods and supplies to cover beginner to advanced. Come check out Jam and Vape. Their supply of CBD products. Jam and Vape 423-419-0828. Located next to K&K Merrill in Harrogate. They got the juice with the best price in town. It's Jam and Vape.
You know, at this time of year, you don't really think about your roof, do you? Other than if it snows and you want to make sure that your roof doesn't cave in, or there's no shingle issues, or there's no leaking when it finally melts. Hey, it's really important to make sure that your roof is healthy. Well, call the roofing doctor. Paging Dr. Howerton Hello, Dr. Howerton. Pat Howerton Roofing. Been in the business for over 37 years, getting up on 40 years. Call him today at 606-269-5878. That's 269-5878. Paging Dr. Howerton. Dr. Howerton.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and Enix Jewelry at 202 Main Street, New Tazewell has everything you need to bring a smile to the face of your sweetheart. Enix is family-owned since 1960, and they are the trusted name in jewelry and custom-made jewelry along with on-site repair, meaning your jewelry never leaves the store. They have a goldsmith and gemologist on site, plus layaway is available. Enix is open Tuesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 1, and they are your Tervis Cup and Candleberry authorized dealer for our area. For more information, go to www.enixjewelryandgifts.com or call 423-626-4268. It's Enix Jewelry.
You know, a lot of people depend on propane, whether it's to heat their house or whether it's to cook their food. It is something that's essential to our area. And the best place to get your propane is at Wildcat Propane, 500 yards from Pilot on US 25E just outside of Middlesboro. Now, with that said, you want some great prices? Wildcat Propane has the
lowest prices in the county.
When other folks are going up on their propane prices, Wildcat remains steady, making sure that it doesn't hurt your wallet. They refill all tank sizes, special delivery, convenient and quick refills, and again, serving the tri-state area with
the lowest prices in the county.
Wildcat Propane, 606-242-9734.
All right, Brian O'Brien back with you during this nasty weather. Now, folks in Pineville, don't freak out. All right, we got a little rain here. It's going to be okay. Everything will be fine. This is nothing that's going to raise any levels. It's just going to make you feel uncomfortable, and it won't last very long, okay? It's not going to last very long at all. We've just had another school closing, so let me go ahead and go back over. Let me go ahead back over those school closings. And let me also say that there's several churches in the tri-state, they can't even have service. Several churches cannot have service because there's water everywhere on their property and in their basements, okay? As far as the school closings in the tri-state area, this is what I have right now. And as soon as we get any more, I'll hide them from you. Now, as soon as we get any more, I promise you, I will get them out to the public as soon as possible. All right. In Kentucky, Barberville Independent closed Monday. It's an NTI day. Harlan County Christian School closed Monday. Harlan County Schools closed Monday. Knox County, Kentucky Schools closed Monday. Pineville Independent Schools closed Monday. Also, in Tennessee, we have Claiborne County Schools closed Monday. Granger County closed Monday and Tuesday. They're there more for the sickness than any of the weather-related issues. In Virginia, Lee County Schools are closed Monday, as well as Wise County, Virginia. All closed Monday. It's all brought to you by our friends at D&D Tires. They're on 25E in Middlesboro. Okay, that tree I was telling you about that's down across the road, who knows, it may have been moved by now, but it was at Stony Fork truck stop sign, the old Stony Fork truck stop sign, a half a mile before the Harlan County line on 221, okay? On 221. So that hopefully will get you where you need to go. If you have any conditions that you know of that other folks should know about, that you feel could assist someone in staying safe, please share them with us. We want to make sure we get accurate information out to folks. Okay. All right, we've got a slide, and it looks like they're cleaning it up right now. Let me see where this slide is. Just Terry Bradley's giving us this information. Oh, it's a mess. Looks like they've been cleaning it up, though. The slide, thank you to Terry Bradley, was on Brownies Creek Road, just out from Speed Wilder Road. Brownies Creek Road, out from Speed Wilder Road. There was a mudslide there. But it looks like the highway department is on scene, and they've got the majority of it cleared up. Is it going to stay cleared up? I don't know. This ground is awfully saturated, folks. Once again, this ground is awfully saturated. It's 4:55 in the afternoon. I'm Brian L. 106.3 FM. 64 degrees in the tri-state. Tomorrow's high is only going to be 46. 46. So it's going to be a bit brisk out there. If you're like me and have to keep the basement door open because you're pumping out water, then I understand. Let's see if there's any questions on our Facebook Live that we've got going on as we're broadcasting right now. We'll check that out. And if you don't feel comfortable calling in, which you can do at 337-1063, 337-1063, you feel free to call us if you have any questions. Scotty Blanton, how bad is it flooded down there? There's water everywhere, Scotty. I mean, there's water everywhere. About the only place that's not actually affected is the downtown area of Pineville. 106.3 FM.
Hey, Brian, it's Charles.
Hey, Charles, you're live on the radio.
Am I?
Yeah, so just tell the world you said hello.
Hello, everybody.
This is some of the glue that keeps Bell County together, folks. His name is Charles. He's one of our dispatchers here in Bell County. And if you want to, you can send me a message and be glad to get that out to the folks, sir. And I appreciate you and all the dispatchers.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
I don't think he realized that we were on the air. That's okay. That's all right. Hey, big guy, think Bell will still have school tomorrow? I don't know. I've stopped trying to figure out whether schools will be in session or not, and the reason being is they have several different factors to take into consideration. Personal opinion is something I really don't want to share on that because I don't want to put myself in the place of thinking that I have the answers for what the schools have to go through. So no idea is what I'm going with on that one. Will there be a list of road closings? I can do that. I can take care of that. Now, I know that our friends at WYMT had something out earlier, but there's been so many changes. Several roads are actually open now. I'll try and put a list together and post it on my page and on the station page, the big one, 106.3 FM. What does 92 like? What does 92 look like? Terrible. That's the best I can do right now. 92 is terrible. Well, and now he's calling me. Now he's calling me from the courthouse, which I will have to call him back because we're still live on the air. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Brian, for all the updates with the. Okay. You're welcome for all the updates. 25E is good. Yes, it is. Who else do we have online here? River Road is closed. Ronnie Carroll says River Road is closed. No one, well, I can't say no one was hurt. We had a fatality. Not sure if it's related to the flooding or not. A woman by the name of, her name was Hobbs, last name Hobbs, in Barberville. She was found behind a church along the river in Swan Pond. There's currently an investigation going on, and the Knox County Sheriff's Department, along with the Kentucky State Police, are taking care of that right now. Okay. We have a flood warning that has continued for Lee County. Once again, Lee County, Virginia. This just came in a little while ago. The Powell River near Jonesville until Monday evening. It was at, 29.1 feet. The flood stage is 18. It is well over the flood stage. And the river will continue rising to near 29.2 feet this evening. At about 30 feet, half a dozen homes are affected. So 30, you might as well round it to 30. That's awfully close. So please be careful. Right now there's close to, about 125 homes in the area that are dealing with a lot of really big water issues. I'll put it that way, okay? Yes, please watch for trees in the following areas. On Page Cutoff, which is in terrible condition, Hanses Creek, that's even when all this gets cleared up, you realize, folks, that there's still going to be quite a bit of runoff. As they found out on Kentucky 72 and on Brownies Creek and several other places. Our friends in Harlan, wow, Harlan's really been through it. They actually did clear their the area of folks near the flood walls. They actually evacuated some folks. Not an easy thing to do. It's not just a, hey, we're leaving. Get your stuff and go. That's not the way it works. So watch out for falling rock. around Varilla Curve. There's been several slides there, or I should just say crumbles, in the last couple of weeks. All right, so be careful there. 66 is flooded from Dean Knuckles down to Pineville. That's right, Scotty, sure is. What else do we have here? I know we're starting to fade out of our audience for just a little bit. Bradfordtown was bad earlier. Don't know about now. Thank you to Amanda for that. If anybody has any road conditions they would like to share, please feel free to send them to us. We would be glad to get that on the air. So, it looks like as of right now, though, that's the way we're going to leave it, with the closings, with the updates, with the road conditions. What I'll do is I'll call dispatch. I'll get a list of roads in the area that are still impassable, like 221, like 66, like Page Cutoff, 188, 233, 421. There was another one. That's the one I was thinking of. 421 in Lee County, Virginia, had a massive mudslide. So you are not going to be able to get around that area. They're in the process of trying to clean that up, okay? I guess that's all I've got right now. I hope you guys have a great afternoon. If you have questions, feel free to leave them here or send them to me directly, okay? Send them to me directly, Brian@thebig1063.com, or you can put them on my Facebook page. Gosh, we got so much going on right now. Just be careful out there. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. Most churches have canceled their services for tonight anyway, okay? Check with your house of worship, see if they're going to have service or not. Just be careful. I'm Brian on 106.3 FM. We're coming back in with your national, state, and local news. And in the local news, you're not going to hear anything I've already spoken about. That's something separate, okay? Oh, someone said Bradfordtown is still underwater. Water, and can't get out of Kettle Island. I will collect as much information from this broadcast as I can on all the information that's come in during the broadcast and see if I can get that to you. Be patient. We're getting it as quickly as we can. And please, be patient with first responders. Some of these folks, some of these guys and gals have been going for close to 36 hours straight. They've not seen their families. They've not been home. They've not taken showers. They've barely had a chance to get something to eat. Be patient with them. Okay? All right. I'm Brian on 106.3 FM. We're coming back in a little bit.
Who are you? This is the big one. 106.3 FM. WRIL.